Hello everyone, I'm back for a second stream today. So I'm really spoiling you guys. Two streams in one day when lately I've barely been streaming. But it just so happened I had some free time and I thought might as well continue where we left off because I kinda had to end the last stream kinda abruptly. So with that said, just sent out the Discord notifications. Have things open in the back, just checking that YouTube is running, and then we can just get started. With why is the game not working? Okay, that's weird. Will it get hooked? So on this scene, okay, there we go. Finally. Now, same rules as earlier. We're just going to pick up where we left off. So permadeath can only catch the first unique type, and I'll explain the rule better this time around because it seems like there was some confusion last time. So the first unique type, so for example, I can only have one pure normal. I can only have one normal flying. I can only have one grass, one of its possible combinations. So I went and actually made a list of all the possible combinations just to clear the confusion. So as we can see here, these are all the possible combinations of types. Now it might seem like there's a lot, but many are actually locked behind certain combos. So for example, I got Trico as my starter, so that counts as my grass type. But in order to get Breloom, I'd have to get Shroomies, which is also a pure grass type. Therefore, I cannot get Shroomies, and I cannot get Breloom. So this might as well not be here. So things like that. So I have the list here of all the possible combos. The actual effective combos we can get is more or less about 40. So with that said, we can get started. And we essentially want one of every possible type combo. And if I lose that mon, I'm just screwed because I cannot get another one. So for example, if I lose the tail low, I can never get another normal flying. If I lose the Makuhita, I can never get another pure fighting. So we are limited by how many unique combinations there are. Now, I did say we're going to get started, but I kind of want to play this first while explaining the rules. So, permadeath, it's a Nuzlocke. Can only catch the first uniquely typed species of its combination. I already explained what that means. Then type counts the moment I catch it. So if I get a Trico, I cannot get a Shroomis even if Shroomis could potentially end up being a dual type. But if I get something that evolves into a different type and I evolve it, then it also counts for that typing as well. So if I get a Magikarp, it will count as a water, but if I evolve it, it will count as a water flying as well. It's close. Also, I explained how to beat this game, like last stream. There's essentially 3 possible powers the ball can move at. So you just time it with the correct side of the board, and then you just throw the ball. And if you get lucky with the throw, then you have a winning. Okay, next one will be either the Wynot or the Skitty. So let's go for the Skitty. probably won't be skitty, but yeah, it was a why not. Could have bet on all purples, but oh well. But yeah, as long as you learn how the game actually works behind the scenes at that thingy, you are pretty much set. Now, we have a nice team. I kinda want to get Hariyama, which we get just in time for Watson. And then we also get Swallow just in time for Watson. Then I think Golbat is also at 24. Watson is level 24 across the board. We will be able to go to level 24 because I'm playing with a level cap. So battle style is set. Can't use items in battle, so I can't use a potion, but held items are fine. And I can't level past the next gym leader's highest level mon. And now, let's go in the gym. Makuhita and Vigoroth. So fake out the Electrike, then cut it. Because I had a feeling it would go for Detect. Then I'm going to Vital Throw the Voltorb. Then cut the Meditite. Okay. Let's switch out. Then cut the Voltorb. We can attack the Meditite to get rid of it. Now, we are minus 4 on the Vigoroth, so I really need to switch out. Do not risk anything, and Bite should do some good damage. Yeah, Makuhita is taking a beating. I can do the trainers outside the routes as well. I just need to be careful not to over level. So I'll do the trainers here real quick. They are perfect for getting my team up to par. Thrust takes care of one side, then wing attack takes care of the other. And now we evolve into Swallow. Not that it matters too much. Let's get the hat scale. Just use Matina for the other trainers in the route. Just so I don't have to leave them for later and come back at a bad moment, thinking that I have already beaten them. Only for me to just get pulled into a battle. Also, before I forget, we do need to get the bike. We need the Mac bike first time around. So we can access a black belt in Route 110. Not 110, 111. Then we switch to the acro bike for the Jagged Pass. Then we do all the trainers. I'm only allowed to use the rare candies if I've cleared all the trainers. So first we need to clear the trainers. And then I can rare candy my team up to Watson's highest level mon. Now, Bite is amazing. Sand Attack is actually very useful. Howl is nice to go for a sweep, even if it doesn't buff Bite, because Bite is special. So I could trade tackle, but I need a physical move. Just for some, for anything that is tanky on the special side. So until I can get strength, we can get rid of it. Okay, bite and wing attack. Then bite. Then we switch out to the Makuhita. Bite and arm thrust. Alright, we go back. We heal. I also want to take care of the trainers as much as I can in the next route over. I want to clear as many of the trainers over here first. Because once I use the rare candies, then I'll have the worry of potentially over-leveling in time for the next gym. Because the next gym has a level cap that is only 5 levels higher, but it is, we have to go through a ginormous chunk of the region to even reach it. Like, we have to go all the way up to Fall Arbor and then Meteor Falls before we can reach it. So yeah. Also, this is some good money. And here in this route, we can also get some really worthwhile encounters. So I thought about what I could get as my pure water type, and I settled on Maril because it learns all HMs, and Azumarill is a chonkier, so even if it gets sent into battle, it won't actually die in one hit. Now, we already have got a pure bug type, so Illumise is off the table. Thing that is not off the table is Odys. Odys and Maril are the things I want to get in this place. So we'll get Odys, we'll get Maril. And then we will just move on. I could get Odys in Route 110, but then I'm risking running into Wingull. If I run into Wingull, I have to catch Wingull, and it will replace the Gyarados that we could have otherwise gotten at the end. Also, I'm coming over here for one very important item, the black glasses, also some nest balls. Since it's still early game, let's get 5, that should be good enough. Oh, I accidentally overleveled. And only now I realize, so we cannot use the Mightyena for the buds. Because Watson has days at level 24. Yeah, so I have to leave Mightyena in the box. Should have been more careful. I came here to get the black glasses, but instead I screwed myself over. So Mightyena, you are going to temporarily sit this one out. You'll be right back on the team as soon as we are through the buds. So what would be great for the next buds? Sedinja would be amazing, but I want to save that for later because I don't want Confuse Ray, not Confuse Ray, Supersonic to ruin me. Now, Leiron can be quite good. I can just use the Plusle since it's not worth using later on. Also, Lombre could be good for the gym. I don't want to use the Aeron and lose it. I want to save the Aeron for later because it's going to be my ace for Glacia. Also for Phoebe, because once it gets Iron Tail, it just one-shots everything besides the Wall Rain. Okay, I might get the Sableye. We don't really have a need for the Sableye until a good deal later. And now, EXP Share on the Sableye, so it can get some EVs. Out we go. I need to come over here. Grab the TM. Just in case I need it. Go in here. Grabbing the item. Our pure normal encounter was the Slakoth. So I cannot get a Whismur. I could have gone for a Whismur, but I just thought a Slakoth is going to be much more viable. Anyways, we get the black glasses that would have been amazing. And HP up. This one I will use on the Hariyama. Now, we're going to go grab the Odis and the Maril. Because those are the only two encounters we are actually allowed to catch in this place. Also, for these, I will actually kill them. Since they give relatively helpful EVs and we also evolve. Now, Odis, here you are. So we astonish, it lives. Okay. Puns aside. We are now looking for the Maril, so it can be our pure water encounter. Come on, it should be like 10%. There it is. A critical? Good. So we have Maril as the pure water encounter. It's actually quite good. Alright. So Maril, naive nature, so minus special defense plus speed. And quiet, so minus speed plus special attack. This isn't awful, but it could be a lot better. Okay, I think I'll actually use the Odis. So we withdraw some more rare candies just to have them. These are just to help us in the Nuzlocke, to prevent having to excessively grind. And now hard scales need to go in, ethers need to go in. I keep the Verson on me just in case I need it, or actually I'll just do it manually. Then PP up, don't need it right now. Hit, full heal, elixir goes in, max ether goes in. Right, I'm going to go sell some stuff just to free up inventory space. So from the top. X items we sell because no items in battle. Then mushroom we obviously sell, stardust the same. Revive is the most useless item of them all for a Nuzlocke. I don't care about the mail, their hit, speed, and now we have made plenty of room in the inventory. And we have some trainers further up north. I want to do them now so I don't have to worry about over-leveling later. So, Grovile and Golbat should be good enough combo. So wing attack here, and absorb here. Absorb doesn't kill, but it's fine. I want to do as many trainers as I can before the leader, essentially. Okay, we don't have anything further up north, for now at least. In the trainer hill, we might be able to buy some nice heals. I will buy 2 antidotes just for later because I have a bad feeling. And 1 paralyze heal. Then super potions are not important. We heal up. Yeah, I just felt bad for ending the stream earlier. So I decided to just continue. And now I'm going to do the win states real quick. We should just barely not over level with a Golbat. The level cap is 24. Besides these trainers, we don't have any more trainers to go through. It's just Watson. I have cleared everything. So we get through these people and we are good. Okay, the sleep is a bit annoying. And last one is just a meditate. Then we get the macho brace, which might end up being useful. Also, in the ROM hack I'm making, I'm going to buff the win states like crazy to a ridiculous degree, to the point where you'll regret challenging them if you're doing a Nuzlocke. Oh, I am from Greece. I get that I have a thick accent a lot. But yeah. Now, level cap is 24. I accidentally over-leveled my Mightina. So unfortunately, I don't have that to kinda keep in check the Manek trick. So we have to improvise. We get the team to 24. Using rare candies just to make my life easier. Okay, do I want Screech? Nope. Leer lowers the defense by 1, Screech by 2, but Screech has a 15% chance to miss. I've been meaning to visit Germany, but I'll probably just go to Netherlands, to be honest. I used to kinda learn German at school, but besides some very basics when I was 10, I've never really bothered with German. Now, for Odys, I'm pretty sure, from what I remember, we do not want to evolve it. So it evolves, but we want to hold off the evolution for it to get to level 23 first. So it evolves at level 21. But if we evolve it, we lose acid. Whereas if we hold off the evolution, we get acid. At least from what I remember. I'm just checking real quick. Make sure. So... No. It just gets acid one level earlier. Okay, since we're using rare candies, it doesn't matter. So I will just evolve it normally. I'm using the Odys that I just got as a replacement for my Tina, just for this gym, since it does a pretty good job. Now, sleep powder is better than sweet scent. We evolve it, and then we get it to level 24. And we get acid. Now, acid is not that strong, but it has a very high chance to lower defense. It's 40% if I remember correctly. So it is a great move for the utility of it alone. So I'm going to get rid of Stun Spore. And it's the acid now. Besides this, I want Quick Claw on the Hariyama. Then the rest of the team, pretty much anything that does not already have an item, gets an Oranberry. For the Swallow, I'm going to give it the Silk Scarf. Oh wait, I have the Silk Scarf on the Vigoroth. Okay. I can give Vigoroth Rock Smash as well. But I think I'll give it to the Hariyama for now. Hariyama gets Rock Smash. No, I will hold off until after this battle. So then, Oranberry on the Swallow. I don't plan to use the Swallow, but you never know. So we start with... I start with the Vigoroth. I'm going to have to deal with the paralysis. And yeah, I know in the UK they used to learn Ancient Greek, but who cares about the UK? The UK to me is like France, I couldn't care less about it. No offense to people from there, but like, I just don't care. Alright, so for the Hariyama, he starts with a Voltorb. So the Voltorb has Rollout, Spark, Self-Destruct, which could be quite bad, and then Shockwave. If I can bait it to go for the Rollout, then we are set. Can fake it out. Is it static? I'm pretty sure it's not. Okay, soundproof, so we only have to worry about Spark. Okay, we start with the Hariyama and then we wing it. Hariyama has fake out, so worst case scenario, I just fake out, switch out, and come back in. Okay, here it might straight up go for the blow up. So I'm going to go into Gloom. Okay, that is fine. Here it might go for the rollout. So we're going to Hariyama. That's fine, I can tank it. Hariyama is an absolute monster. Because we just got sent in, I can fake out again. Then I can switch out, go back into the Gloom to take the Spark. As long as it doesn't howl, we are good. Okay, Shockwave, not Spark, sorry. Then I'm going to go for a Sleep Powder to get a clean switch back into the Hariyama. Fake out again. Magneton comes in. I'm going straight up for the Arm Thrust. I know I can take a Shockwave, but I need the Arm Thrust to not do too few hits. We need 4 to 5 hits. Also ignore the fireworks going off outside. Okay, we got 4 hits. In hindsight, I should have gone for Vital Throw. I knew I would get outsped and have to take a hit. so I didn't need to risk it. Here, Manectric should not be able to one-shot. And it usually will go for Howl first time, so I can get a free Vital Throw, get it low. Make it use the item, then we go into Gloom. Then I get a Sleep Powder, hopefully. Good. Then Acid to fish for a defense drop. If I get the defense drop, then Fake Out from Hariyama kills. Critical. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to play it safe. Yon. Then we switch out to the Golbat. No, let's go Grovyle. Had a feeling it wouldn't go for the quick attack. Okay, now Vital Throw should just barely kill. So for the love of Arceus, do not get stuck in paralysis. Alright, and we make it through the battle relatively safely. Hariyama can take a +2 quick attack, but I didn't want to risk anything. Gloom was completely just sacrificial there. That's why I put it on for this battle, but this is the first mon we lose. And it is a grass/poison type. So we can pretty much kiss that combo away. No Violent Plume for us. So let's name it Dead, but with a meme. Okay, so Dead. Now we beat the gym, level cap goes up to 29, so I can put the Mightyena back on the team, thankfully. Oh, I should check Marill's ability. Thick Fat. Okay, this will be extremely important for the next gym. I leave it here for now, nice and safe, but Thick Fat on the Azumarill, because it evolves at level 24, so we can get Azumarill. So Thick Fat on that. With Thick Fat on the Hariyama, not really. Huge Power is a great ability in later generations. Here, water moves are special, so Huge Power does nothing, and the physical moveset is essentially just roll out. No physical Aqua Jet like in 4th generation. Yes. But it's ultra slow. So it's best used for the utility of an HM slave, and the Thick Fat means that I can send it in on Torkoal's overhit that Flannery is going to try and spam. It uses the White Herb. Then I have a second Thick Fat user to guarantee that we don't lose anything important. And now we got the black glasses specifically for the Mightyena. And where did I have the Oranberry? Here. Let's take it off. And now we need to make a big choice. Do I teach Rock Smash on the Hariyama or the Vigoroth? Unless the Mightyena learns it. Okay, Mightyena learns it, it goes on the Mightyena, because the other two can't actually spare a move slot. Now Tackle might seem like more base power, but usually I'll be going for Bite. The only things that really resist Bite are Steel types, which get hit hard by Rock Smash, so I think it's a good replacement. Yep. And for Hariyama it's half as effective, so I can essentially make her use the White Herb and use up the special attack by getting it to drop it more. So after it uses Overhit, it will go for Body Slam because of Thick Fat. So I just switch into something that takes Body Slam, let's say the Vigoroth, then switch back out on the incoming Overhit. Anyways, real quick, before I forget, very important thing to get, all the way over here, we can get the Strength HM. And while we can't use it for now, it is an amazing move to have just as a spammable move, because base 80 normal move with pretty much no downside is just a really spammable move. Okay, not Geodude, good. I really don't want to run into any Geodudes, because Geodude means we cannot get a Rhyhorn later in the Safari. And I'd rather have Rhydon than a Graveler that cannot evolve. Alright, Arm Thrust here, Wing Attack here. Also, there's a funny glitch, well, not funny, but like interesting glitch with these two. So after you battle them, they move throughout the region, but if you fight them, I think 99 times, then they get stuck here, and they will not move again, because of a programming oversight. Misclicked. Anyways, Hariyama can just chill in the back. I want to use Grovyle a bit, because the trainers here are perfect for it, and I want it to hit level 29 to get Leaf Blade. Nuzleaf, that's fine. Nothing serious. Here we can get Numel, which counts as the very useful ground fire type. But for a pure fire type, I really want a Torkoal. I do not want to get a Slugma, because, let's be honest, Slugma sucks. There's no Cell Smash in this generation to make it actually not suck. So yeah. Anyways, let's get going. Here's the enamel. Sadly, I can't catch Trainer Mons. Chop. Easy pickings. Now, I need to check real quick the encounters in Jagged Pass. Not Jagged Pass, what is it called? Okay. Let's start from Route 112. So when Route 112, the encounters here are Machop. No, it's just Marill and Numel. So let's get the Numel real quick. So Growth will do just fine. There's no other. Okay, so let me pull it up real quick. So here, I have made the list of all the possible combos. So Fire Ground, there's only Numel and Camerupt. So I can just get the Numel here. And that will count. Cat will probably kill. I'm going to switch out to an Astonish and then Cats. I don't particularly care about the nature, but it will be good insurance to have. Now here we have Fiery Path. Kept forgetting the name. Anyways, Fiery Path. So in Fiery Path we have Machop, and then we have a pure poison. I'm pretty sure I did not get Gulpin earlier. I have to check it just to be safe. So Gulpin, where are you? Yeah, I did not get Gulpin earlier. So if we get Grimer or Coughing here, that will also be our poison encounter. But we have an 18% chance for a Torkoal, a 10% chance for a Slugma, and then the poison. So let's get the encounters here. I want to not get a poison encounter, I want to get Torkoal only. So I can get a Viper later. Okay, perfect. And a nest ball that I bought specifically for this. And now we repel, because I do not want to get, again, I do not want to get the poison encounter here. I don't care about Grimer or coughing. I would much rather get the other stuff that is way better, like the Viper. So there is still plenty of planning for the encounters. You can't just randomly go for whatever encounter is closest to you. Cat and a wing attack. Now I'll show why I picked the Mac bike earlier. So the first time through, you want to get the Mac bike. Just because otherwise you miss one battle, that's it. Just for one battle. Also, I might give a secret power to the Vigoroth once I stop needing cut. So if we get the Mac bike, of course the battle runs out when I'm trying to pick up speed. Okay, here. There's a trainer here. And you can only access him with the Mac bike. That's it. That's the only reason why I go for Mac bike, because my OCD just refuses to let me go through an area without fighting trainers. The only time I'm fine skipping trainers is in the water routes. Specifically the optional water routes. Like the ones past Pacific Log or the ones around Reggie Ice's cave. Okay, we heal up. Now here we can get a really good encounter, which is Skarmory. But we most likely will end up with Slugma. However, we got the Torkoal already, so Slugma does not count. So I can sit in the grass for as long as needed to get Skarmory, because it's the only unique encounter. That's the beauty of this whole situation. And now, Route 113, the encounters here. Just to verify, we have Skarmory 5%, Slugma 25%, which we are not allowed to catch because we got a pure fire type, Spinda 70%, which we also are not allowed to catch. Now, for whatever reason, in a lot of my playthroughs, and I do mean a lot of them, I've gotten shiny Spinda here. We get the Skarmory, the 5% Skarmory right away. That's beautiful. I think it barely leaves a bite, but let's go for Rock Smash. Okay, perfect. Then we go into Vigoroth. We yawn. Then I toss a Pokeball. Then a Nest Ball. Nest Ball cuts. Okay, there we go. Had to use all my nest balls, but we got it. Slugma does not count as an encounter because we have a pure fire type already. That's why I wanted the Torkoal specifically. Now, let's see. I will just use the Golbat here for most of the trainers, because I wanted to get to Crobat in time for the gym. Wing attack and cut just to prevent it from blowing up on me. Okay, do we want Endure? Not really. Wing attack to kill, then I'll just hard switch into Hariyama. Then Bite and Vital Throw. Bite and Vital Throw. Front attack does nothing, or Mud Slap, because Vital Throw can never miss. Which is yet another reason why Hariyama is so nice, because you don't have to worry about hacks, like evasion hacks, like too many double teams or too many accuracy drops. It just destroys things. Anyways, we go through the route here as cleanly as we can, hopefully. Get all the trainers. As a kid, this is where I used to make my secret base every time. Just because this has... I went through all the bases in the game, and I realized that that single area is one of the largest of all the bases in actual size, like how many tiles are actually usable. There are bigger ones, but those ones will require you to bridge the gap, so it uses up an extra item, and you can only place 16 items. Wing attack everything. Okay, that was scary, living on 1 HP, but he's on his last mon. The last mon will never blow up. Normally. Normally the AI should never hit a blow up move if it's the last mon. In 3rd gen, at least. So I don't know what happened there, but I'm glad I switched. And I'm glad I didn't get critical hit. Okay, next battle, I think Hariyama and Maitina. No. It's Suelo and Scaramori that I have to deal with, yeah. Let's go Vigoroth, Maitina. Okay, double team. This isn't a big deal. Just an Aeron. 69 HP, Gigity. We get a Hyper Potion here. Okay, this battle can go quite badly. So, Bite, and then Yawn, the Skarmory. Then Bite and Cut. We double target. And I'll slack off. We Bite. And we also Encore. Bite. Then Yawn on the switch in. I outsped. Okay. Thankfully we don't miss, and we are through. I'm going to grab the nugget real quick from over here. In here we have the metronome move tutor, so maybe I'll get it. Do I have anything that learns it? Hariyama can actually get metronome, that's interesting. Do I give it metronome? Could potentially be really good. Wait, not this guy. It's the kid, isn't it? It's the girl. I guess I remember wrong. I'm pretty sure there was a TM there, and it was let's meet Lynette. And off we go. The move learner, don't care about him. We talk to him about the fossils, then we talk to the kid to get Dig. Dig is a real good move that I'll probably give to the Maitina later on, but for now, Grovyle, you go first. Just because there's a lot of barboats here. And when I have the good rod, I might come to get the barboats myself. Because barboats and whiskers are just amazing for playthroughs. Okay, quick attack. Easily cleans that up. Energy powder. I do need to be careful so that Grovile doesn't overlevel. I just wanted to get to 29 to have Leaf Blade just to do some serious damage. But 29 is the level cap. So once it gets to 29, I need to just leave it in the back for a while. Anyways, we just brute force our way through most of these battles, nothing serious. Revive, that is totally going to help me. Here, I need to be careful to not accidentally get an encounter I do not want. So, Route 114. So, Lotad or Lombre, we cannot get those. Nuzleaf, 1% chance for a Nuzleaf, I can actually get that. Suablu we cannot get because I got the tail low, so no normal flanks for us. Seviper, that's the poison type. Let's do this. Seviper, I choose you. Come to me. If we find the 1% Nuzleaf, that's actually good. But for the most part, I'm just looking for the Seviper here. Also, let's get the Lotad doll real quick. Okay, 9% chance for a Seviper. I know we can do this. I know we can do this. Come on. Stop giving me blues or things I don't care about. So many blues. Seriously. 1% chance for a Nuzleaf. We are actually allowed to get this because if we go back to our trusty list and we scroll up, Grass/Dark. Nuzleaf is the only one we can actually get because Cacturn evolves from a pure grass that we cannot get. So it evolves from Cacnea, which is not dark type. So we cannot get Cacturn. And for Nuzleaf and Shiftry, we have to catch the Nuzleaf as is. We cannot get Seedot because that is pure grass. So we yawn and we pray to Arceus that we can catch this without accidentally killing it. Bite shouldn't kill. Alright, good. I'm going to save the game just to prevent any accidents. Now I just need the Seviper and we can move on. It's 9% chance. We got the 1% chance. I just need the 9% one. Let's also do the battle here. So cut and then absorb. Give me the Viper. Okay, Hariyama, you go first. So we can do this guy here. And I do want the Viper because Viper is way stronger than people think. It has a real, it's basically a glass cannon, but a slow glass cannon, which is rare. Very few things are slow glass cannons that are also equally good for physical and special. The only other similar mon that I can think of is Octillery. So they have a really high attack and special attack, but pathetic defenses and speed. They're good for Trick Room. Just give me the Viper so I can move on. Again, 9% chance for a Viper. Can we do this? At this rate, I'll find a Shiny before I find a Viper. Come on. Come on, give me the Viper. So many Swablues. Seriously. This is stupid. It's 9% encounter, come on. We got the 1% encounter in like 4 attempts, and I can't get the 9% encounter in 15. Okay. Don't want, can't catch that. I would love to have Altaria, but I got the Tailo instead, so I cannot get Altaria anymore. Come on, give me the Viper. I want Viper as my pure poison type because of how good it is to cover, like for covering gaps in the team. Because you can give it special moves like Flamethrower, you can give it physical moves like Stab, Sludge Bomb, or even Poison Fang and Poison Tail. If I remember correctly, it even gets Earthquake from the TM. Come on. Finally. Then we go into the Golbat. Then we Astonish. Do not critical hit. Good. Dead Skin, not the end of the world. I am going into the Vigoroth. We yawn. Yankour. I do have to worry about Dead Skin, but a Great Ball should do the job just fine. Also, that's another thing. Dead Skin is great for just absorbing status. So, for the few NPCs that just spam status moves, it's really good. And now this guy is Wingull and Slugma. I'm using Swellow, since even if Swellow gets burned, it just gets guts to activate. So not exactly a bad thing. Okay, Wing Attack here, Absorb here. We are one level away from the move I actually want, which is Leaf Blade. I didn't mean to trigger that battle. Okay, I was going to Grovyle. Alright. We are done with all the battles here. In the Meteor Falls, we can get Solrock as our rock/psychic encounter. Solrock is actually quite viable. And it even has a chance at holding. Yeah, like it has a pretty good chance at holding what's called a Sunstone. Alright, Great Ball. I need to stock up on balls. Okay, back into Vigoroth. Yawn. Cat shouldn't kill after all the hardens it has done. I'm going to slack off just to be safe. We have 9 balls. Let's do this. Okay, yawn. I'm going to go for another cat. Please don't kill. Okay, perfect. If this doesn't catch, I don't know what will. It's on a sliver of health. and asleep. Can't really do much better. I don't have great balls anymore. Okay, I'm going to encore it first. So then I can yawn it safely. Luck off to get some health back. And we have 5 more balls to throw at it. And just watch, as soon as I run out of balls, I'm going to find a shiny. Because that totally hasn't happened to me about 4 times already on Emerald alone. Literally my first shiny ever was a shiny Linoon. And I found it as soon as I ran out of balls trying to get to Fortress City. Okay, we have 1 ball. If we find a shiny, it better catch. Okay, so that counts as our rock / psychic. And over here we have some more trainers. It's 2 black belts, which should be very easy pickings. Then we have 2 maniacs. And also a free heart scale here. Alright. Let's do this. Great ball. I would have loved to have that for the Solar Rock, but I will. I think I will just do a detour to stock up on stuff. I should have plenty of money by this point. Okay, short stance is kinda scary, so I need to double target. Wing attack and then absorb. Alright, easy pickings. Now we go to the Pokemart to stock up on balls. I will buy about 40 Pokeballs. That should last me a while. And also, I want some Great Balls, if possible. Besides that, do I have a way to get Abra to not run off? I do have a way, but it's complete RNG. Let's do this. Golbat, Supersonic. We never ended up getting the Abra that we have as our psychic encounter. So I need to find an Abra, then Supersonic it, hit the Supersonic and get it to hit itself in confusion. That's the only way. Okay, Supersonic. Hit yourself in confusion. No. Okay, we can keep trying. Supersonic. We'll get it eventually. I just need it to get hit in confusion once. Come on. Give me an Abra. We can also get them in Euphor Cave, but those are harder to catch. Okay. Get hit. Come on. 3 out of 3 have gotten out of the confusion. It's 50-50. Come on. We'll get it eventually. It's 55% chance to hit the confusion in the first place. Because I don't have Confuser yet. There's an Abra. Supersonic. Get hit. Perfect. Okay, so now it's damaged. Therefore, Great Ball should have an even better chance at catching. Get hit again. Come on, come on. Ah, we'll get it. Would be even better if I had taunt on something, but I don't have taunt. I could get taunt on my Tina later, but it's quite a while away until we can get taunt on my Tina. Come on. Abra. Come on, give it to me. I know you want to give me an Abra game. Come on. We need to get an Abra to get a hitting confusion. Of course it... Of course it misses, because it's like 55% chance. So we are fishing for essentially a 25... No, let's say 27% chance, more or less, for the thing to happen. So we need Supersonic to hit. And then we need it to get hitting confusion. Because I know a Pokeball is extremely unlikely to catch from full health. So it is 50% of... Okay, that's the 2% skit encounter. I knew you would get it eventually. No, I'm just looking for an Abra, because that's the only thing. And we get the 2% skit encounter again before we get the like 15% Abra. Great. Okay, if we don't get it anytime soon, I will just come back later, because this is annoying. I'll do 2 more Abras. Okay, get hit. Okay, 1 more Abra. And then I give up for now. We might come back later when I have taunt or a way to block off the teleport. Taunt is the perfect way though, because you get it to struggle for a few turns. I could use a status move to like straight up paralyze it in hindsight. But it might outspeed the Plusle I have in the box. That's my Thunder Wave user. So I have to just do this. And even then, it's still just 50% chance to get through. So outside of the initial chance for the move to land, it doesn't change the chance of the effect actually happening. In fact, confusion is better because you get 50% chance to have it take damage in the process. Come on. I keep misclicking because I'm trying to speed through this stupid thing to get one little Abra. Just one Abra. I'm not asking for much. There it is. Do not miss. Now get hit in confusion and get caught like a good little Abra. Here's a fresh Pokeball for you. Fresh little bot. Okay, finally. That was literally the last Abra I was going to bother with. Now let's get the repeat ball. That is totally going to be useful when I cannot catch duplicates. But at least it sells for some money. So I can sell it and get 1.5 Pokeballs. No, 2.5 Pokeballs back. Now, we go all the way to Rydell. We switch bikes to the Acro bike because we have to do the Jagged Pass stuff. And then we go back up. Now, for the love pursuits, don't give me Geodude. Okay, good. I just really don't want to run into Geodude or Graveler. The only time I will happily use Geodude in a playthrough is for hard gold and soul silver, because it just destroys Whitney's Miltank. Other than that, I'm never touching it on a playthrough at all, because it just sucks. It's only in the Johto games that it's viable, and even then it's only the Gen 4 Johto games. Because in the games before that, it just doesn't have that much going for it to justify using it. Yeah, did so much damage. Okay, super shot. Let's just go for damage. Okay. I need to be careful not to hit too high of a level on the Golbat. Now, Hariyama, I choose you for the Mightina. Fake out into Vital Throw, then the Golbat comes in. Vital Throw will never miss, that's why I went for that over Arm Thrust. Now he wastes one of his 2 super potions here. I've done this exact fight with this exact kind of Hariyama so many times that I know exactly how it will go every time. Then Camera comes in, we go back into the Hariyama, we fake out, then we Arm Thrust, and then we get 1 Vital Throw to finish it off. And there it goes. I don't even need to damage calc that fight. That's how many times I've done it. Now, one thing I always forget is to just get the meteorite from in here. Giving the meteorite back to Professor Cosmo gives you 1 free return TM, which might actually be quite nice to have. Also, we save the game, and then I will just use Turbo. Buy bunch of lava cookies, always useful to have. Alright. Let's go. Mightina. Should be able to handle most things here. Now, in the Jagged Pass, what encounters can we have? I know Spoink is not available because we have Abra. The Jagged Pass. Machop, which we cannot get, Namel, which we already have, and Spoink, which we cannot get. So none of the encounters here is viable. Therefore, we just ignore everything. Okay, level 29, we get Leaf Blade, we replace the Leer finally. And then we finish up the trainers. Let's see, it is a bit annoying. Okay, I was hoping to wake up, but apparently not. Do I have an awakening? I think I have one. No. Let's use the vitamins a bit. So Mightina takes the carbos, then Hariyama takes the protein. And let's heal with energy powder, and let's see. It's just about the lava cookies. I don't want to use them up already, so I'll just use the Golbat, I guess. Golbat and Swallow. Let's go. Fight and wing attack. And Confuse Ray. Would have been nice to have it while trying to get the Abra, but... Then we come over here, burn heal, don't really care about it. For that guy, we have just this guy, and we are through. We can get the egg, but that would be a duplicate. No, a relaxed nature, not that good. Bashful is actually quite good for that. Careful is awful. It's minus special attack on a special attack. So yeah. Lonely nature is minus defense plus attack, but it actually doesn't matter because it has such high defense that it's not a big deal. Calm nature is... Wait, calm is the minus attack plus special defense, right? Yes, so it is actually good. The roast berry, I will need to take that off. So the Abra, moment of truth. Inner focus with thrust nature. Abra, even if you get one that sucks in the sense that it doesn't have the most amazing nature, if it has synchronize, you can get a 50% chance to get something else that might benefit from the same nature. But not in this case. Now, for this gym, what do I leave out? Okay, I think I'll get the leader first. So let's grab the ice heal from between the grandma's legs. I don't know what it was doing there. Let's also grab the charcoal before I forget. And gym time. Now, I will use the swallow at first with the Hariyama. Hariyama has thick fat, so should be relatively safe here, and Swallow has guts, so if we get burned by flame body, it will just do more damage. So it's a win-win essentially. Thrust again. I can't wait until we get Brick Break or Hariyama, but we have to go through quite a bit of the game to get the Brick Break. Now, wing attack here, fake out here. Then quick attack here, then vital throw, because arm thrust will change the type immediately, so then it won't be super effective anymore. Again, if Swallow gets burnt, it's a good thing, not a bad thing. It's actually such a good thing that I might legitimately leave it burned for the Flannery fight, not heal. Alright, we have all the trainers done, so I'm just exiting to get the Azumarill. Alright, so we get the Marill, and we are going to lose what? Okay. So I need to think carefully here. What will not be that useful for this gym? The Intimidate Mightyena might actually be useful for the camera. I guess Grovile is going to be the least useful. I do like having Grovile on the team, but just this once I'm leaving it out. Then we'll put Maril in front, and we find the rare candies. Roll out instead of Tail Whip. One moment, I need to pause the game just to make sure I don't lose something important by evolving. So Maril, because there's always the chance that there's a pre-evolution move that you really want. So this is just me being extra careful. So it gets Bubble Beam at 21, but it also gets it at 24 if it evolves. It doesn't seem like we miss anything, so we just evolve it normally. Alright. That's better safe than sorry. Alright. And we keep raising the level to 29. Then we raise the rest of the team to 29. Here's the Bubble Beam. Sadly, we do not have Surf yet, but Bubble Beam is plenty good. Oh, we that stack ran out, so we go to the next stack. Now, I also need to check Flannery and her team. Okay, so Flannery. Okay, Flannery. Torkoal is level 29, so she has Normal 24, Slugma 24, Camera 26, and Torkoal 29. So we get the team to 29. But with how busted my team is... Ooh, knockoff. Oh. I thought it was at level 31 that it gets knockoff. I guess I remember wrong. I can use knockoff on the Torkoal to get rid of the white herb, requiring me to take one less overhit at full power. But honestly, I'd rather have Sand Attack for the utility of it. Okay, that's level 29. Next one to get 29. Swagger. Nah. Because knowing my luck, things are going to break through the confusion and just hit me. It does not evolve, sadly. I was hoping it would evolve. Alright, and then the Swallow to get 29 as well. Endeavor, that will be amazing. Alright, so this is our team. I just need to move the Quick Claw from the Hariyama to the Azumarill for this fight. And Hariyama can hold, let's see. Just a roast berry. Actually, the Torkoal cannot actually burn. Pretty much nothing can burn on her team. She literally has no way to burn you whatsoever. So I think instead I'm going to give it a pet cherry berry. On the off chance it gets paralyzed by body slam from the Torkoal. Then Azumarill goes in first. If we can get a nice clean Azumarill Bubble Beam ship, that will be amazing. Then shallow, that it's fine. No, let's also give it a cherry berry. Alright, let's do this. We are ready. Healing for good luck, and let's do this. Go up. Go over here. Here and over here. Don't know how people that have played the game before have trouble with the puzzle, but anyways. Saving and time for Flannery. Bubble beam, shoot out, we shoot out speed and one shot everything except the torque hole. Never mind. But that does mean she uses up her heal. What did it go for? It went for smog of all things, okay. Bubble beam should one shot here as well. Guess not. But that's just tackle, right? Yeah. She might heal here. That does mean she has no heals left. So the torque hole comes in without her having any heals. So we go into Hariyama. Sunday, that's fine. We go for a fake out. And then a sand attack. I forgot about that. Okay, vital throw. Overheat. It is in the sun, but we have thick fat. Now it uses the white herb. Then it should go for another overheat. So we go into Azumarill, which is 4 times resisted because of thick fat. And from now on, each overheat is going to be doing next to nothing. So I can go back into Hariyama, get another fake out. But I have to be careful of a critical hit on the switch. Okay, Sunday does mean that Bubble Beam does half damage, but we should still be fine. Alright, now we need to book it to Norman, because the level cap is very close to what we already are at. The next level cap is 31 if I remember correctly. So I cannot afford to do too many battles. I will do the desert. Yes, the slacking is level 31, so that's our level cap. To get the Grovile back on the team. Then we are going to move the items around. This goes in the bag. Let's repair as well, and let's do this. I can also really quickly swing by here to get the fossils, but I need the Mack bike for it. Okay. I'm risking getting Geodude 3 times by doing this, but I want to get the fossil. Get the Mack bike. I need to not use Hariyama at all in the battles here, because I needed to have as much experience as possible in the gym we're about to do. Now, we can get some encounters here, specifically the ground type encounters. So if we see here, we go down and we have ground, where is it? Ground psychic, we can get a Baltoy. And we also have the ground dragon, which is Vibrava and Flygon, but we also have pure ground, so if we get Sunshrew, we're stuck with that. If we get Trapinch, we can eventually get Flygon. I can also get Fumpy in the Safari, so the options for pure ground are Sunshrew, Trapinch and Fumpy. We are hoping to get Trapinch here. So let's see, what will we get? I could be using Glyph Blade, to be honest. I don't need to save PP here. Okay, Trapinch. That's the encounter. That's the best of the encounters we could have gotten. Can I switch out? Or is it Arena Trap? It is Arena Trap. That complicates things a bit, but it does mean we end up with a Trapinch as our pure ground type, which means we can also get Flygon. So that's some good news. 69 HP, Giggity. And then we just battle everyone with the Grovyle. The Grovyle is not that important for the next gym. As long as I don't go past level 31, we should be fine. Right. I'll just leave blade this one just to be safe. Just because they have the Sand Veil ability, which makes it a pain if you start missing. Alright, leave blade here, wing attack here. And we hit level 31. If it hits level 32, I can no longer use it. So I'm going to go into my Tina for the last battle. Should be more than good enough. We already have a pure ground type in Trapinch. Get Sandstorm, and off we go. No Arena Trap come. Oh, Hypercutter, okay, that's good. I do need to get Baltoy. Hypercutter, that's good. We can get Baltoy here, so I want to get that before we move on. Never mind, I'll just get Claydol in the Sky Pillar, the goop. Actually, no. Because I encountered the Baltoy now, I have to get the Baltoy. I cannot just go get Claydol. What am I saying? Okay, Arena Trap. Because we evolved, we lost the ability Quick Fit that it used to have. Quick Fit does let you run away from Arena Trap. Wait, not Quick Fit. Run away is the ability. Yeah, Arena Trap. Hypercutter, that's good. There's the Baltoy. Don't blow up. Okay, good. Do not miss. Good. Alright, and we get it. Now, to get the fossil, which is the actual reason we were here. So in order to get the tower to spawn, all you have to do is go back and forth. Whenever you enter the area, there's a chance the tower will be here. That's how it works. I didn't build enough speed, I needed one more tile. Also, this is another issue here. This is a leftover from Ruby Sapphire. So in Ruby Sapphire, the ladders were one tile big. In Emerald, they are two tiles big. So there's some collision errors whenever you have a ladder like this and the tile above it. So here, for example, I cannot walk in the tile that obviously shouldn't have anything. So I should be able to walk to it. Or in the Stopolis gym, you can actually walk inside the wall by going down the ladder. Alright, not Geodude? Okay, good. Do we get the root fossil or do we get the claw fossil? I don't know why you can't just grab both and run. Okay. I think Lilip is going to be more useful. Anyways, off we go. Do not give me Geodude. Good. I really don't want the Geodude. I want to get Rhydon later on, since it's much better than Graveler. It would be one thing if you could evolve the Graveler, but you can't without trading, and I have essentially banned trade evolutions in my challenges because they usually are just too strong. Now we make our way to Petalberg. And to be careful not to get a Wingull encounter in the grass here. Because if I get a Wingull encounter, I cannot get Gyarados later. So I have to go around. And we are here. We are 29, 29, 29, 31, 29, 29. So we're going to start with Hariyama. Now, most of these NPCs will go for an X item on the first turn or a setup. So I just have to hit Vital Throw. I click Vital Throw and that's it. And even the ones that choose to attack outright will just get destroyed because Hariyama is a chonker for a reason. You should easily live even a critical. Well, critical might have killed there. Would have been very close. Like down to a roll. Anyways, we have 3 more trainers. Hariyama is not yet over leveled. Again, the level cap is 31, so I can just keep using Hariyama. And just destroy everything. And another Vigoroth here. Oh, Zangus, I forgot. But yeah, Swords Dance versus Vital Throw. Vital Throw wins every time. Now, we have Norman. I think my team is good. I will just get the levels up to 31. And besides that, we are good. My Tina has the Intimidate. Make life easy. We get Slash here. Sadly, I have to wait to get rid of Cat, so we need to lose Encore for now. Until I can get rid of Cat, I cannot give it the bulk up TM. Otherwise, I would have given it the bulk up already. Alright. So let's see. Our team looks good. We go in to beat up our father for some money. So what is his team? Spinta with Teeter Dance, Psybeam, Facade and Encore. So I cannot afford to go for a Fake Out because then I might get Encored into Fake Out and that could end up quite bad. Vigoroth is Slash Encore as well, Facade Feint Attack. Then Lainon is Slash Belly Drum Facade Headbutt. I think the way to do this is to literally brute force our way through with a Hariyama. Let's go Vital Throw. Psybeam should do nothing coming from a Spinda. Last critical hit, that's a bit annoying. Linoon, unless critical hits, we should be fine. Never mind. Now, Slacking might go for counter here, so I might get a clean switch, but I think it will go for Facade. So let's get the Intimidate off. Okay, that's Intimidate off. Then we get a Sand Attack. Then we go into the Golbat. Perfect. We get another Intimidate. Back into Golbat. We get the Confuse Ray. I'm going to Bite because it's special. So if it goes for counter, I don't take damage. My Tina. That's the third Intimidate, back into Golbat. Wing attack on the non-counter turn. Citrus Berry. I need one more Intimidate. Okay, perfect. Here, Fake Out. Okay, I'm going to wait a turn. Vital Throw here. It needs to land. Alright. Thanks to the Intimidates, we managed to make it through. So my Tina is just pulling through. And we actually made it through Deathless. So far we have only lost one Gloom. And that's it. Now, the next level cap is 34. Even though it's really far away, so we need to be careful. Wait, is it 34 or 35? It is 33. Okay. So we have to get all the way to 4-3 while using our mons so little they only gain 2 levels. That's going to be fun. Okay, Golbat. I'm not using you. I'm using my Tina and Solo. Reason being, I want the Golbat to gain some more happiness by me just walking around. Here I have to use Repel to not get Wingull. Then we need to put Surf on the team. And I did say I was going to put Surf on the Hariyama. So we lose Sand Attack, we do not need Sand Attack anymore. I needed the Sand Attack specifically for the slacking as an insurance. I don't need it anymore. Bite here, then we got that. It didn't register the button press. Oh well. Now we can do the Trick Master's house as well. Very tempted, but I will probably end up over leveled. But screw it, just for the fun of it, because I really like the vibe of this place. And before I head to Fortree, I want to stop by the game corner again, because I should have just enough money to buy the first of the TMs that I'll be needing later. Specifically the Ice Beam to start with. Harbor Mail, just in case you don't know, they actually sell them in Slateport. Now my Tina is the one mon I don't particularly care if it overlevels, because I'm not going to use it pretty much at all against Winona. I didn't interact with the scroll, of course. I forgot about it. Now we have the scroll. I'm starting to get brain farts, honestly. Because I wanted to do a second stream today, but I haven't really eaten. The only thing I've eaten today is just some cake that someone brought over. I didn't eat the actual foods they like the rest of the family was eating. Because honestly, I just know the person that makes them sucks at cooking, and most of the extended family is just conditioned to bad food, so they just eat bad food quite often to the point where they don't have properly functioning taste buds, let's just say. But we are talking about food that is just badly cooked, like badly cooked lamb and whatnot. So blue should go down to hits. Okay. I was worried this could happen. Do we have anything can actually use up? To make 2 room. I'm going to toss 1 mail, then I'm going to give the charcoal to the swallow temporarily. Okay, so it's this one. This one, very difficult puzzle. Would have never figured it out. Okay, we get the hard stone. Next time should be the magnet, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm going to quickly go offload a bunch of items. since I have a lot of stuff to sell. Didn't mean to sell the hardstone. Oh well. It's useless anyways, since rock moves just suck in this generation. Revive, you're getting sold. The nuggets. Then I want to buy 10 great balls. Actually, that's 15. Get more Pokeballs. Then I'm going to take the charcoal off and just store some stuff here. So PP up gets stored, hard scale, moonstone, max ether, macho brace, elixir. The rest stays on. Okay. We also have to do the cycle road. But it's the window, right? The first 3 times there's a little sparkle, but from the 3rd time onwards there isn't, so you just have to guess. Alright, what should get strength? Vigoroth definitely would be the best for strength. But it's limited in the moveset because it needs to have cut. Still, Mightyena can definitely benefit from strength, so it's not the end of the world. Now, in this puzzle in particular, there's a huge difference in the puzzle itself between the Western versions and the Japanese versions. In the Japanese versions, it is entirely possible. Should be more careful. I know it has the revenge, but I still go for the attack like an idiot. Anyways, so in the Japanese versions, you can actually get soft locked here very easily while just solving the puzzle. All you have to do is make one small mistake. So in the Western versions they fixed it, but you can still soft lock yourself if you try hard enough. And boulders do reset when they go off screen, but you can still get soft locked. And when I was playing the Japanese version ages ago, I actually did manage to get a soft lock quite easily. It takes like 5 moves to soft lock yourself in that, whereas in the Western versions it takes more or less like 30 moves. Anyways, on the bike. Now, the Mightyena is level 33, that's the level cap. If it levels up again, we cannot use it for the gym, so you need to be mindful of that. Then I will use Golbat for now, for all the battles in here. Hopefully no static or anything annoying. The Magnemites are going to be a bit of an issue, but big whoop. Alright. I should have a potion. Oh, that reminds me, ideally I should go get some soda pops. It's not a necessity, but it's heavily recommended. Should have done that earlier. But since now I have lots of money to spare, okay. Let's go Crobat, just in time for the gym as well. One more level That would have been it. So now we have nearly double the damage. It's that big of a jump. Well, it's not double the damage, but it is about 60%. Now this trainer here is an interesting one. She has an Abra. And the gimmick with her is that she's also in Fire Red Leaf Green in the Sevai Islands. So apparently the lore behind her is that she just gets randomly teleported all over. And that's how she ended up in the bike road. Or how she ends up in the beach on the Sevai Islands. I think it's north of Island 1. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. Anyways, so I want to get some things from here. So I want to get 2 hidden powers, 1 secret power. Then we come in here and I will get enough soda pops to spend like 10,000 money. I need exactly 60,000 for what I'm about to do next. Alright. So we have exactly 60,000. So off we go. Last time we were at the game corner, I bought 20,000 coins. 20,000 worth of coins. Now I can spend another 60,000, get 4,000 coins total, and that's enough for an Ice Beam TM. So I will do the new mobile stuff, but after I get the TM. Alright, so we have 4,000 coins. Now, out of our team, nothing really gets Thunderbolt or Flamethrower, but Flamethrower might be nice if I end up using the Viper later on. I can always come back for that though. For now I want to get Ice Beam because I know I will use Ice Beam on a team member I plan to get later. And let's just play a little bit because why not? I mean, there's a why not on the board, so of course I want to play. One too far. Okay, this one. It went for the other skit. Oh well. Okay, Makuhita or why not are near guarantees there. So let's just go for the Makuhita, but I need to wait here. Just to increase the chance. No. Okay, I'll just bet on these. And just yellow it. Have the coins. And I miss. Alright, let's go. Wait, I need to do new mobile. In new mobile we can get a very good encounter. Here I need to repel so I don't accidentally get a Wingull. So we already have an electric type. What we do not have is an electric steel type. So the encounter here is going to be Magnemite or Magneton, whichever we end up encountering. And that's a guaranteed encounter because it's a one-off type. For now though I'm using repels. Just to get to the end, then I'll just escape rope out once I get the Magnemite. Paralysis doesn't really bother me. I will need to stock up on repels at some point. It's not the end of the world. Alright, we are at the end. We get the button. Then we get the Thunderstone, and now we look for a Magnemite. There's a Magnemite. Not risking a critical hit. Pokeball. Yeah, that's it. So now we have the only steel electric type we can get. Escape rope out. Spell, and there is something I want to grab that I forgot to grab earlier. Which doesn't mean I will burn through my repel. It's the rare candy. Not that I need it, because we have infinite rare candies essentially, but it just feels bad to leave it there. My OCD won't let me. Back to Mobile, we heal, then we head off to Fortree. I really like the music. But as a kid, I was sick and tired of hearing it because this is where I kept trying to hunt the Latios in the post game, and yeah. But we bought the Ice Beam TM. We get the free Thunderbolt here, and that means we are set for when we get the Chinchou later. Also, real quickly, I need to change back into Acrobike. How much money do I have? 109. Do I have anything to sell? I have a mail. I'm going to leave the Thunderstone in the box, and the Sooth Bell, and the Smoke Ball. Charcoal, I think it's fine to keep on me, just so I don't have to look for it in the box later. Okay, we have one Super Repel, 2 Repels. I only need a repel when I'm surfing. I'll get the good rod. Get an iron. We attack here. Attack here. Attack here. We attack here. I'll just heal with items because I'm too lazy to go back. Also, I'll have to burn another repel to go back. Anyways, so this level 32. Once it levels up, that's it. So I'm going to use the Grovyle here for this guy. The blades should take care of things relatively easily if I don't get in confusion repeatedly. I have to burn a super potion as well. Alright, next trainer has flying types, so let's go Vigoroth. Also we meet Steven, but this game is not terribly balanced, so we don't get a Latios just for free before we are even halfway through the game. We already have a pure electric type. Plusle. Somehow I got the literally 2% chance Plusle. There's no item here. There's an item further up. Alright. Slash the Absol, Wing Attack the Pinsir. They are both very scary. But the Absol will usually just go for Swords Dance first turn. That's just how the AI for it is. Was contemplating going for a slack off. Here we should be able to get a slack off for free though. Just because the dust toxic again nearly always will go for a protect first turn. So there's a setting in the AI of the trainers in the Huen games that says set up first turn. But what it means is that first turn it should go for a status move. And many things just so happen to have protect or detect as their only status move. And in the AI's mind, there's two kinds of status moves. Status moves that target the opponent, status moves that target you, like setup moves. So they treat protect as a setup move because it targets you. Anyways, off we go. I'm not doing the Berry Master's Wife because I'm too lazy to remember the combinations. I don't want to look them up. Now the Mirror Trio. Basically just copy everything you do. So when you move, they move. We're going to shallow, wing attack. I bought the antidotes earlier for a reason. I knew I would get poisoned around this bit of the game. We have plenty of soda pops, so I might as well heal. Line noon, we cannot get it because we have a pure normal already. Okay, level 33. So then we switch to the Swallow. We have 2 more trainers to do. Out of the 2 trios, it's 6 trainers that copy your movements, essentially. Now, the annoying thing is that we have a lot of trainers to go through. I'll have to keep using the Swallow and just hope I don't overlevel. The level cap is 33, so if it hits 34, I cannot use it anymore until I beat the gym. That's not the end of the world. Now, I mentioned it in the earlier stream, but it is possible to look up and calculate where Phoebus is going to be. So I could calculate the Phoebus just to show it off, but I don't remember the phrase, so I'll have to check the VOD from earlier for the phrase. Now, this is extremely close to level up, so I'm not risking it. I can use my DNA bit, to be honest, but no, since there's grass trainers. We have 2 rangers. No power rangers, sadly, but just normal rangers. we are better off just using the Crobot now. Calcium. What do I give this to? I think the Mightina. Since dark moves are special. I never understood why they made ghosts physical and dark special, but then they made ghost types have good special attack and dark types have good physical attack. It's kinda backwards. Don't get me started on the fact that Shadow Ball drops special defense, but it's a physical move. What do we have? Vigoroth, that is relatively close. We're getting there. There's some more trainers. We'll also have the rival battle now that I think about it. That kinda sucks. Okay, let's do this too. Hopefully not over level from this battle. Magnitude 10 of all things. Don't critical hit. Of course it critical hits. Thankfully, Vigoroth is just a really good mon. Now, how close are we? 431, 1000, okay. How do we do this? The Mightina takes care of the Tropius here. Speaking of which, we can catch Tropius in this route, which is another unique typing we can get. So let's try to find a Tropius. Shouldn't be that rare, but not too common either. Okay, I'll get 3 more encounters. If I don't get it, I'll just come back for the Tropius later. Okay, 1, 2. And 3. Okay. I'll just come back later for it. For now, let's just do the Institute. Now, we will get cast form, but I will release it immediately. So let's see. Rapin's naive nature, which is actually very good. Minus special defense plus speed, and Dragon is special, so it doesn't weaken the stabs. This is fine. Impish nature, so minus special attack for what is mostly a special attacker. Yeah. The arena trap, the magnet pool, might be useful though. Now I have saved Grovyle just for this part. I might have screwed myself over just now, but I will let that slide. Close. Okay, very close, dangerously close. Okay, Live Blade. Critical hit, that's good. Going to Hariyama. Pick out. And just a vital throw. We go back, we heal. Then we have the admin. But it's not the admin I'm worried about. It's the fight with the rival. Now, if need be, for something weak, we can use Vigoroth once. And Maitin about 3 times, then we are stuck with Grovyle and Hariyama exclusively. Just to prevent overleveling. Leaf Blade. Maitina. It's not a big issue. Then we get Cast Form, which we release immediately after just getting the item from it. Items. Bold Nature, it's not even that good. So we release the Cast Form because we already have a normal type. This was forced on us. We didn't choose it. And hello there, Prime Gaming GT, how are you today? Now we have the May battle, and the only things that are not about to overlevel are Grovyle and Hariyama, the two things that cannot actually deal with Pelipper that well. So let's see. Route 117. Yeah, wait, not 117, 118. Then 119, then 1. Yeah, it is 119. So, for the May fight, she has Pelipper, level 29, with Wing Attack, Supersonic, Mist and Protect, Lombre, and then Combustion. Combustion is not a big issue for Hariyama, same for the Lombre. The big issue is the Pelipper. I think Grovyle can just barely do it with Leaf Blade. Pelipper always goes for Protect first turn, for the same reason I explained already. Now Combustion comes in. So we're going to Hariyama. Fake out. Then Vital Throw can never miss. Even at +1, they shouldn't do that much. And then Lombre, just a Vital Throw. Of course it lives on Sliver, but we can just go back into Grovyle and finish it off with a nice quick attack. Now Grovyle is 33, the level cap. Only Hariyama is not at the level cap. We need to be unbelievably careful, or I need to just get something else from the box. I think it's time. Aaron, welcome to the team. What will not be useful for the gym now? I'd say the least useful thing for the gym is going to be the Hariyama. But I'm going to lose the Vigoroth temporarily. Then we give EXP Share to the Aaron, so it can siphon away experience, and then we use some of the rare candies to get it to like level... We'll see. So again, level cap is level 33, so we go up. I think I'll go to level 31 with the rare candies. No, 31 would be a bit too high. Level 30. Or even 29 will do. Because of the EXP siphoning away the experience, it's going to level up really quickly for the last few levels. Essentially, I just got the Aaron on the team to prevent any issues from over-leveling. Now, for water types here, we can get Carvanha. So I think I will, because it's water dark, so it is a unique typing that we don't have already. And the only other water dark, the magic carp does not count since we already have a pure water in Azumarill. The only water dark besides Carvanha and Sarpedo is Crodont, but Crodont starts as a pure water type in Corphis, therefore it is off the table. Tentacle is also a combination that we just can get. I will real quickly grab this, because water poison is another unique combination. Let me actually pull up the list again. So here, so in water poison, Tentacle. There's no other water poison combination. So Tentacle, that's it. Then water dark, we have Carvanha, Sarpedo, and Crodont. Should have served without the repel. I almost screwed myself over, because if I get Winkle anywhere, I lose the ability to get Gyarados altogether, because those are the only two water flying mons in the game. Now we're... Let's fish a little bit more. Speedrod should be able to pull up Carvanha. Come on. Just give me one Carvanha so we can move on. I want to get the gym. And then either make it to Mobile and stop for today. Not Mobile, Lilycap. Again, having brain farts because I have pretty much not eaten today. I was going to make beautiful cake and a chicken pie, since people were coming over. So the cake has dessert and a chicken pie for the main meal, because I personally don't like lamb if it's made in an oven. I don't particularly want meat in the oven. Okay, that's the Carvanha. And now, Crobat, I choose you, Astonis. Our skin doesn't matter, we just chuck a Pokeball. Gets caught, that's the encounter. So that's another unique type. Now these guys, I think I'll fight one at a time. And like I've mentioned before, Iron Tail just hits like a chunker. Even though it's just an Iron, it hits incredibly hard with Iron Tail, because Iron Tail is just a really strong move to begin with. Now, in my ROM hack, I've been thinking of changing the keklions scattered around into something more interesting, but I just can't think of anything. I'm thinking of making them into other shape-shifting things, like dittos or smirgles, but honestly, at the same time, I just didn't want to bother. Okay, I'm going to spend all my money on super repels. 40 super repels usually are more than enough to get you to the end of the game, no matter which game you're playing. So the fact that we could afford exactly 40 is just beautiful. Then we come over here, and he goes, go bird Pokemon. Then we have a trade here. So I have to get me a Volbeat, and he asks for a Plusle. He asks for the Volbeat, and he gives you the Plusle. Now, Volbeat and Plusle are both ultra rare encounters. Okay, right, left, because I totally have not answered these 3 questions before. Okay, off we go. Have a few more trainers to go through. I was risking the critical hit. That was really dumb of me. Shouldn't be risking critical hits. Okay. At least until we get Leiron, I have to be very careful. Okay, Mud Slap on the Magneton, Leaf Blade, the Loudred. We switch out to Hariyama. Magnet Pool, of course. I should have been more mindful there. Absol, we cannot get a dark type because we already have what's called the Mightyena. Healing the Grovyle. I'm going to use Super Repel just to get the item from in here. Is it here? Yeah. Now, last trainer before we actually can do the gym. All that's left is the Kecleon. Alright, we get the Demon Scope. Then Ariyama, you go in first. That's how we can run away, and we can come over here to get this. Also here we can get another encounter with a good rod, which is the Barboats. Assuming I actually get the encounter. Just give me the Barboats already. Like an idiot, I went and fished on the one tile that will literally never get you an encounter, because the tile right after the entrance of a cave will just never give you an encounter. That's how they are programmed to be. And just so you can never get spawn camped, like you enter the cave and you immediately get the encounter. Anyways, I'll just get the Barboats later. It's a good mon, but I don't need it right now. I won't need it until I lose the Azumarill I have in the box. heal up. And we have to go through the gym. Sharon first, Hariyama second. And let's do this. There's one trainer with multiple Skarmories. That's the one guy I have some worries about. Skarmory cannot hit Aeron, but Aeron cannot hit Skarmory, so we are basically just stuck here. If I can, I will be turning them into single battles whenever possible. Right, Arrowtail lands. Okay, good. Now this guy is Tropius, if I remember correctly, so what to do? Now is the Tropius, okay. Right, that was annoying. I'm going to heal up. Then let's have a look at the team. Hariyama is about to level up to 33. Aeron, as soon as it levels up, it evolves. Then we can use Mighty a tiny bit without worries. Now let me just check what the rest of the trainers have, just to be safe. Portrait Gym. So we have done up to the ratio of blues. Okay, so we have Swallow and Zatu, then Dodu and Pelipper, and then one more Tropius. For the Tropius, I'll use the Mightina. For the Swallow and the Zatu, I can easily use the Aeron. For the Dodu and the Pelipper, though, depends on how easily I can turn it into a 1v1. No, I cannot. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to Surf. Surf does not hit your mons in this game. Quick Close Surf, that's what I was hoping for. Perfect. I do not want Smelling Salt. Then Pelipper comes in. I'm going for another Surf. And we bring in the Mightina here. It's annoying, but not the end of the world. We bite the Zatu. Surf to kill, then bite. There, alright. Now, just a quick look. This does not have to worry about overleveling, same for this. I will bring in the Septile. Let's go for a bite to finish it off. And we get Leiron. Last trainer is just a Tropius. So we go with the Mightina. Don't critical hit. Good. And we're going to Leiron. I had a feeling it would do that. Okay. Break out into Vital Throw. Alright, we go back. We fix up our team a bit. Then it's time for Winona. But I need to not screw myself over in any way. Let's see. What I'm most scared about is the Altaria out of them all, to be honest. The rest don't particularly matter, it's the Altaria that's the issue. Alright. 33, 32, so that's one rare candy essentially. One rare candy on the Leiron to bring it to 33. And let's see. The Intimidate is going to be hugely important. Alright, we are going to start with Swallow. Then I can spam double team, but then if it parries songs, we're screwed. So I'll go straight from for the damage, because I actually want to take damage on the Swallow. Not too much, just enough to where I can endeavor, sacrifice the Swallow to kill the Altaria. Okay, Supersonic misses, that's good. Skarmory comes in. For Skarmory, I don't really have many options. What is the Skarmory set again? It is Sand Attack, Fury Attack, Steel Wing, Aerial Ace. So Leiron can hard wall it. I just need to damage it a bit, that's all. Alright. Then we bring in... actually nothing. Going to Crobot. Fuse Ray. Hits. Going to Hariyama. Break out. Then a Surf should kill. Altaria. We do not want it to go for Dragon Dance, so I have to go right into the Swallow and Endeavor. Leave. Perfect. Perfect. Now I am sacking the Swallow. If she heals, that's fine. Didn't heal. Therefore, I can go into the Crobot and finish it off with a nice strong wing attack. Alright, perfect. The Sherlock did exactly what it needed, which was endeavor, sacrifice itself to beat the Altaria, because the Altaria is the scary thing. If it sets up even one Dragon Dance, it can be just really bad. So this is our second death in the playthrough, the Swallow. First the Gloom, now the Swallow. But that's fine. We'll come back on the team Vigoth. Wait, let's check. Brave nature, of course it's minus speed nature. Why would the thing that absolutely desperately need to outspeed stuff have a plus speed nature, when it can instead just have a minus speed nature, just to make it even worse of a glass cannon? Ah, my luck is awful. Anyways. So that's 2 losses so far for Mons. And off we go to the next place, which is Lilikav. But this also works out nicely because we just got the Leiron on the team and we just made a room on the team. What doesn't work nicely is the next level cap. The next level cap is 42 from what I remember. Tate and Eliza. The level cap is 42. Yes. So we have... Okay. So our team might seem like they're a bit far from level 42, but I'll just teach Fly first. The Crobat. Instead of... Astonish is nice when I'm trying to hit something without killing it just to catch it, but honestly I'll just get rid of it. Now, we have to go from here all the way through here, get to Lilikav. We have to do the Magma base in Jagged Pass. We have to do the Aqua base in Lilikav City. We have to do the Mount Pyre. We have to do Route 124 and 125 and the trainers in the gym without gaining more than 9 levels on each of our mons. That is going to be a pain. So let's go. So now I have cut, so I can actually get these. Very important rear cut there. Soon we are getting the Giga Drain TM, so that's something to look forwards to. Thankfully I didn't get stuck in paralysis. I should have one more paralyze heal. So this works out perfectly. What doesn't work out perfectly is that the Milotic, I think, has mirror code, and if it does, I'm screwed. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, she doesn't have Milotic, does she? I remember her having Milotic. Anyways. Get the berries. I will not actually get to Lilikav. I will get to the end of this route and stop there for today. So I can also get something to eat soon. Zinc is going to go to the Hariyama because I really want the Hariyama to live for as long as possible, essentially. don't want to take a water gun or anything bad. There's a Kekleon here, so we go around. And level 35. We evolve at level 44, if I remember correctly. It might be level 42. But I'm not certain. Bubble Beam will do a lot. I don't want to risk any criticals or something annoying like that. I'll just leave my Tina to handle it. Hyper Potion, then Free Berry. Then we have some more trainers upstairs. I would have never seen this kid hiding there. Must be a master at hiding. Just hiding. Now, if I surf here, there's a tiny chance I will run into a Wingull. And if I run into a Wingull, I cannot get Gyarados. Do I use a repel just for like 10 steps? Because I just need to come over here and grab this. And then this. And then just go back across, that's it. Let's go into Grovyle. Just to be safe. He played. Now there's a Kekleon hidden right up here. The Kekleon most people don't know about. Now, I'm not going in the next area because the moment I step foot in the next area, it will start the berry timer, so you have to finish the area. Now, I'm going to stop here for today, like properly stop. So between the two streams, we've made quite a lot of progress. We have essentially the Lillicuff stuff, the Mosdip stuff, the Stopolis, and the Nevergrante. So I think in about 3.5 hours I can knock that all out. And again, this is just an idea I had for a different twist at the Nuzlocke. Now I get it's easier because you can just get more possible encounters, including some really strong mons, but I actually like it. It's like a casual Nuzlocke, but with hardcore rules in a way. I still have the set mode, no healing, etc. I think I might try this in 4th gen as well, just to see how it will be. Because 4th gen is a little bit more stingy with type variation, it just has a lot of same type stuff. Anyways, I leave it here. So, thanks for watching everyone. I might stream tomorrow. I definitely will stream throughout the holidays at least once or twice more. I don't know when, but I'll try to. You can always just join the Discord in the panels, like on the Twitch side. I don't know if I have the link on the YouTube side, but anyways, you can join the Discord to know when I'll be live again. Anyways, have a good Easter everyone. The ones over across the Atlantic should be having Easter now. It's interesting how this year both Easters happen to coincide, like the Orthodox and the Catholic one, instead of being like 1 week apart or 1 month apart. Anyways, See you next time.